This is Star Talk.
What is gravity?
You have no idea. Okay, next question.
Wow.
No, here's the difference. We can describe gravity. Okay. We can say what it does to other things. We can measure it, predict with it. But when you start asking, like, what it is, I don't know.
Don't you know, mate?
Did I accidentally ask a deeper question than I meant to?
Yeah,
Doesn't
no, you
even
were
know
meant
what gravity
to ask
is.
deep questions
Apparently I was.
in life. So
what is gravity, and where did it come from, and like, what is it? What is it? This invisible force. What is it? Do your research, and it's Isaac Newton was sitting under a tree and had an apple fall on his head, and he says that's because like he does all these formulas now, blah, and all this stuff, and he says because it's gravity, but like, is it? Like, people think that without gravity you'll float away, and you like it's just like it has to be there. Apparently, like it's absolutely like nothing. You can't measure it. You can't feel it. You can't see it. You can't touch it. You can't nothing with it. Like, people are putting blind faith in the system that they're telling you the truth, but are they?
Well, Brian, I've studied pie
know
making,
that?
and the key is to find the absolute freshest ingredients. Therefore, we must go wherever and whenever they're to be found.
Where are we?
1666.
1666.
Home of Sir
Yeah,
Isaac
like
Newton,
666.
and one of history's most
Get it?
famous
You
apples.
get it yet?
Which will be part of our pie.
What's going to happen now? No gravity thought up.
Gravity never happened.
All going to float away. Ask people to prove gravity, and they'll get whatever they've got. Like most people will get a lighter or something, and they drop it, and they reckon that proves gravity. But that's not proving gravity. Gravity, look, also, like, the apple fell from the tree, and it fell because gravity forces it down. But the apple, or this ball, weighs more than air. So it falls, its mass and its density is greater than the air around it, so it falls. Because it's a tennis ball with air inside it, it's like an air bubbles, and it's lighter than the water, so it floats. Buoyancy. That's the observable, repeatable measurement, which makes it a fact, which makes it science, true science. Gravity is unmeasurable. It is you can't feel it. You can't do anything with it. It apparently holds squillions and squillions and squillions of litres of water on a spinning ball, like with 1,040 miles per hour, and you spin it. Like, why can't I repeat the measurement on Earth? Like, if you want to repeat a measurement about how the Earth is, look up cymatics. I'll do a video after, like I'll put some on when I'm doing this video, and once I make it, I'll put up cymatics. That is how the Earth was formed, and that is proof of flat Earth, level Earth. I call it level Earth. It's not flat, it's level. Water is level. This water is level, even though this bucket, I can go like this, that water will be perfectly level still. Once it stops wobbling around and stuff, that will be level. I could go like this, and that water will still be level. Even though the bucket's on an angle, the water will be level. That is observable, repeatable measurement. And this mass, density and buoyancy, like this falls because it weighs more than air. It's very, very basic. Very basic. It is so simple. yet so hard for people to comprehend because it goes against their programming that they learn in school. This nonsense that it's all gravity. Like, how does it hold all this water in the ocean? Yet, like, you're water, aren't you? 70% water, they say. I reckon that's nonsense too, but who knows? But you can go and get in that water, swim around, and then get out of it, even though that force is holding squillions and squillions of litres of water down on a spinning ball. Like, you get this ball. If that was true, I should be able to do that and repeat the measurement from Earth. If it's what happens on Earth, you should be able to repeat it from Earth. That makes it science. That's what science is. The faster you spin a ball, the more the water will flick off it. Like, it's just, it's a natural phenomenon. It just happens. Water does not stick to the outside of balls or upside down. And people are, like, we're in Australia, we're like here, like this. Upside down in Australia, we're walking around like this compared to people on the other. Like, it is an absolute joke. Like, it is absolute ridiculous. We are 100% level Earth. Like, there is no other way of putting it. And it's just, this is what should be taught in schools. This in a better setting, obviously, in a better way of presenting it and stuff like that. This is just a real basic video I'm making second time round because the first one didn't work properly, and I'm just like, I should probably try to write it all out so I can do it in, like, say it in a better way and, like, get it done. But this is just raw, it's just real, and this is just how it is. This is the fundamentals of why you stay grounded on the ground, why you stay on the earth. It's not because of a mysterious invisible force that you cannot feel, you cannot measure, you cannot prove. You cannot prove it. Dropping whatever you have and then walking off like you've just won the debate is not how it works. You have to listen to both sides of the argument, of the debate. That's how a debate works. And this, like, debunk this. Like, I dare you. Like, you can't. Because mass and density, that's why it is falling. And buoyancy, that is why it's floating. If something is lighter than air, like helium, even though it's in a balloon, even the balloon and the helium are way less than air, so that it will go up, like, it will float in the air. Not float in the water, but it will float in the air. And so if it's lighter than air, it will go up. If it's heavier than air, it will go down. If it's lighter than water, it will float. If it's heavier than water, it will go down. Like a rock. If you get a rock and put it in water, it will sink to the bottom. Because its mass and density is greater than what the water's is. And that's the fundamentals of it. This is what really should be taught in schools. And then I'll get on to the next part and I'll show you what you see with mountains in the distance.
Pause it if you want to read up on what I've written and stuff. Okay, here we go for like the 10th time. Just something keeps going wrong. I've made like 5 of these videos, but people just keep not getting it, so I'm trying to do it a different way to get people to understand. But anyway, this is where I'm going to be filming from. This I'll show the video after this. That's Morty Alec. These are Yu Yangs, 59 kilometers away. And Yu Yangs are 319 meters in elevation. And 319, like, here's the formula to how they figure this curve calculator out. If you want to read up on all this more, go to earthcurvature.com. Up here you've got all your, or you can punch in any number here, like you go like 99, it'll come up with how much curvature there should be. Set like 99 kilometers, there should be 769 meters curvature. So you could go 58 kilometers, or what was it, 59 kilometers, 273 meters curvature there should be. So if you go to calculator, 319 minus 273 equals 46. So even just say 50 meters. Oh, jeez. 50 meters of mountain left there should be. That's it. That's all you should see. Alright, then we go to here. Videos. And this is what you see. That is more than 50 meters. That is a whole mountain range. That is the whole Yanks that you're seeing right there. That is the whole thing. I could get it. I'll wait till it comes back out a little bit. Oh, that'll do it. Go to here. Pictures. I had all this set up, but it doesn't matter. And here it is. This was done, I did this a while back when I made a different video, so it was under 58 kilometers, so it's 265 meters curvature. This time it's 59 kilometers, so it's 273 meters curvature. But give or take, it's about the same. It says 54 meters, I'm saying 50 meters when it said 46 meters. Like it's this red line here is about what you should see. That is all you should see. That line should go all the way across. So all of this should be gone. All of it. All this, all of it. From this line onwards, gone. Underneath should all be gone. All of it. And then, well, you've got your perspective. This will come into it later, I'll sort of talk about it, but the ocean always comes up, and because there's a mirage you can't see the actual horizon line, which would be about where this white line is here. The shoreline would be up about that height, maybe not quite, but around there. But then you've got the miraging, which people, well, someone was like, oh no, don't believe mirages exist over water, like you're just making that up, it's all fake. Like no, I'm really not. Like, why is it mirroring underneath here? Why would it do that? That's just not like a mountain. This should come all the way down and touch and go to the bottom. It's mirroring under because there's a mirage. This whole line along here, this black line, is a mirage, and that's a mirrored image of above. You can see it curving there and curving there. That's a mirrored image of the bottom is the same as the top, and that. So all of this, all the way along, this whole lot, all the way along here, even though it looks like mountain, that's just a mirror image of the mountain because there's nothing. Yeah, because there's sky above the mountain, there's sky below the mountain. That's the mirage, and I'll get into all that. I've got a video I've made up, and I'll play that now. And here's your mirage. Like you can see it there. Is that floating? Is that a spaceship? Or like how does that happen on an everyday normal thing? Like, look at it. It's because it's up about here, about halfway. So that is sky, and that boat's in front of the mirage, so you can pretty much see the whole boat. But like this is, yeah. So you can see this boat is in front of the mirage, where these ones are mirroring. Look, they almost look like they're hovering above the water. See that? See how it's mirroring? Mirroring the image from above to below. Like, so the water line is about here. That's where the boat is sitting on the water. Like this one's here, but it goes perspective. It gets higher and higher and higher, and the water level is about this high. Like this one, you'll see it. See it? See how it's mirroring at the front and all the way along. Looks like it's floating on, hovering on the water, but it looks like it's a crocodile. Like, then it comes into here. Oh, it's the next bit. And this one's in front of the ones behind, so it's like you can, yeah. Come in here, and I think it must turn towards us or away from us. Looks like it turns away from us. So you can see the sail, but the whole boat's gone behind all those other boats. And the one in front, you can see is before the mirage, but you can see it all swerve, like the air, you can see it starting to mirage. Look at this, like it's fully miraging. See how it looks like it's hovering? That's trees and stuff. This is in St Kilda, so that's probably like 10 kilometres away. And this time I'm up a bit higher. I thought if I get up a bit higher, I might get over the top of the mirage. And that's a boat. Like, what does it look like? But about here, and that flashing at the front. Oh, well, that would have been the railing, the chrome railing at the front of boats. And all that's miraging. You cannot tell me mirages don't exist. You just can't. All the street poles and stuff, light poles.
He was a footy star, so he owned Adelaide.
Oh, the sound. There's always something. This just doesn't end. And this time I'm at Sandringham. I'm up on the rotunda, so I'm probably like 20 metres. Like I was trying to get up and above, and I'm pretty much, you've got the shoreline now, but it's still mirroring. You can see it's still mirroring. But see how it goes up from the pole in front? There's this pole in front, which is down. See how it's here, and it goes up to the shoreline, and the shoreline will be about in the middle of there. That's about the shoreline where the mouse is, and it's mirroring. That is that. It's like mirroring down underneath itself. And this is why this mirage is why you don't see shoreline on the other video where I zoom in on the mountain from the Yuyangs, from Mordialloc. You can't see the shoreline because of the mirage. Like, because I'm at ocean level, I'm only like 6 feet above the water, so, and the mirage is probably like 2 meters tall at like 10 kilometers away, and like it stays that, but because the perspective the top gets further and further away down, and the bottom gets further and further up, so the further away you go, that 2 meters ends up being 50 meters, covering 50 meters of land, and you can't see 50 meters of land at least. Where now you're pretty much seeing shoreline because I'm 20 meters up and above the mirage, and I'm looking down over the top of the mirage. And And that's that. Like, it's as flat as it gets. There's nothing else I can do except show you one more thing. Which is this. Looks like the sun's setting over the water, yeah? And you zoom in, you zoom in, and you zoom in, and there it is. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, and it should say light. Cymatics is creation. It's how this face is made. Everything is frequency. Frequency creates vibration, like sound has a vibration to it. Vibration has energy. Well, the vibration creates an energy, and energy has a light spectrum. And everything is sound and light. Everything. And this cymatical patterns is to different frequencies, and that's if the frequency's not in tune and harmony, it creates disease and it creates all kinds of problems. And we've been through cataclysm, and I think that's because of cymatics, because our frequency as a collective, as individuals, we got lower and lower, which collectively the frequency of the realm got lower and lower. The moon's a map. I don't know if I could show it all, I guess, but it's just this video's going on for ages again. It's just it. The moon should have a symmetrical pattern on it, like one of these patterns, one of these shapes on these boards. That's how the moon should be. But it's a smudged up mess because we're out of tune, out of harmony. Because people have fallen away from truth and love, and there's so much hate in the world, and it's all negative, and there's so much. Well, don't get me wrong, there's lots of beautiful stuff. I'm not trying to say it's all bad. I'm just saying that our frequency as a collective is out of whack, out of harmony. We need to get it back. We need to get it back in harmony. Love, purity, intention. Your thoughts have power, look. Energy behind them. Just a thought alone, or just an intention alone, can structure water and make it have beautiful symmetrical patterns just through thinking of it. Don't even have to speak it out loud. Just your thoughts have power. And you can, just through thought, you can make or break a world. Each person, each individual has got more power than they even know. This creation is truly something else once you start to wake up to it. Like, there's so much we don't know, and so much to explore, and so much exciting stuff to come. But we've got to get it true first. We've got to get true to ourselves. We've got to raise our consciousness, and we've got to get pure. Got lots to do. And otherwise, we're going to keep going through cataclysms that are going to keep wiping us out. If you don't know what I mean about the cataclysm, we call it the X Factor. Go into my channel, and that's pretty much all I've done is stuff on it. And knowing that everything is frequency, this is a 3D printed frequency off the 2D graph below it. Like, it's 3D printed, and it pretty much, like, imagine each disc, each part that, like, the best way to explain it is each disc is its own frequency within a frequency. So it's like each one, like cymatics shows flat Earth, like it shows one level, shows a level Earth, but it's only one flat plane where frequency would be three dimensional. Frequency is not going to be just a single 2-dimensional cymatical pattern. There's just no way. Like it pretty much has to be a multi-level musical universe. Like this image, I made this image. I made it. I had a photo of the red and blue spheres, and I had, well, it's like the Vedics or Vedics or something. They believe that we're multi-level. They believe in, like, you see the multi-level discs. Well, that's the frequency. That's a multi-level musical universe. Each disc is a whole new world, like a whole realm of its own, a whole cymatical pattern. So it would have its own species, maybe its own nature, its own hum, like its own frequency, its own hum, 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 and all together they're whole and make the sound of the whole, a multi-level musical universe. I'm not saying this is dead set truth, like, but it almost has to be. Like, it's almost impossible that it's not, because frequency is three-dimensional. And I've got the realm below, the worlds below, which is an inverted, shadowed, mirrored version of the top side of the real world. It's a memory, it's an echo of the sound that was created. It's it's a memory of the future's past. I think it's hard to figure out what I'm saying. Trying to get it in words. Like it's like the sound happens, and then comes the echo. So the echo is like an afterthought, but it's the future. It's in the future of the sound. So it's like the future is past, and everything is inverted, and that's where we're at. It's all inverted, everything, even the people are bloody inverted. It's crazy. Everything's inverted. The shadow creates darkness. It's all a memory. It's all, we've been here before. We've done all this before because we've done it in the real world, and this is like, it's like a dream world, a memory of the future's past. I don't take this as full truth though. This is just my theory, but it almost has to be like this. Like, I'm pretty sure it is. That's that. That's like the best. It's so hard to get this out, all this level of stuff, and like the buoyancy and the density, and like trying to keep everything quick. Like it's so hard. Like to talk. Like I've got to talk in layman's terms, otherwise it's too confusing, and people get confused. Like they're not getting it every time I make these. So I'm trying to talk in the most simplest way I could possibly think of, and trying to keep it in layman's terms. Like it's the only way I think it's going to work. Like but that's that. Like if you're still struggling, keep seeking. Like keep looking yourself. Do your own research. Look. If you don't believe all my research your own. Like I'm only doing it because people don't do it. Like I'm doing it mainly for my kids. I'm hoping my kids see this, and I'm hoping they get it, and I'm hoping it helps them on their journey. Because like we're all on a journey. We're all here for a reason. We're all important. Everyone's got a purpose. You need to find that purpose, and you won't find that unless you're true to yourself and you get soulful. And the more in touch with your soul you get, the more you remember why you're here, why you put yourself here. You came here for some reason, for some experience, to evolve your soul in the long term, to make you a better person, to make you the best you can be. That's, you're creating yourself. Is half of what this is you're creating who you're going to become. Once this is all said and done and we're back in the real world, your soul would have evolved through many different experiences, dark and light, and negative and positive, and all of it, all of the above. And I just want everyone to be the best they can be. I just want everyone to to find love for themselves and to be true to themselves and to love everyone else and be true to everyone else and just I want consciousness to rise. Like I understand everyone's on their journeys, and I'm not trying to wake anyone up anymore. I'm just trying to still just like I'm just trying to teach what I know, which isn't much. The more I've come to understand about this world, the more I realise that I know nothing. I know stuff all. But I'm okay with that because at least I know what I know. I know a few things. I know that the Earth's level, and I know we've been through a meltdown. And other than that, I don't really know much, which is okay. Like it's okay not to know. But if you claim to know and you don't know and you're wrong, that's a problem because then you're lying to yourself and your soul won't connect with you. And that's a big problem. That's half of the world's problems is everyone's lying to themselves without even meaning it because they believe in globe Earth, these illusions, and makes people delusional and without knowing it. Like, but if you knew you were delusional, you wouldn't be delusional, would it? Would you? You wouldn't believe in the illusion if you knew it was an illusion. So people that are delusional don't know they're delusional, and I just try to point it out. I'm not trying to say it to hurt no one. I'm not trying to say it to put anyone down. I'm just saying it because that's how it is. It's all by design. The powers that be have created it and inverted everything to make people delusional and get them stuck in their egoic mind, and it's a mind trap. And that's this whole thing is all about getting us stuck in our minds, and that's the easiest way to control someone is when they're stuck in their mind. You can't control the whole soul. The whole soul like knows the truth, knows the law, knows all of it, knows the ins and outs of the realm and the 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 goods and the bads and everything, ups and downs. And the whole soul is self-governing, will self-govern itself. There is no need for a government. Once everyone is soulful, we will not have government anymore. We will, as a people, will make the world tick over, and it will become completely free and beautiful, and we'll have no money anymore because we won't need it. We won't use it. We'll trade our time and our love and our creativity and our imagination and we'll inspire others to do the same. And it'll be so beautiful. It's not funny, and it is coming. It is, and that's why like I'm going to back off and stop trying because to wake people up because I don't have to. It's already in motion and it is coming. It's just a matter of when. And it's just a hard road. Like I just want out. I want to get to the after party where we all have a big hug and we all laugh and cry about what we've been through, and it'll be so beautiful. I just can't wait for that moment. And, this is about it. I could talk all night. I could keep going about different styles. Like I could keep on going, but like most people probably haven't even watched this far because most people's attention spans don't even go this long. Like, so it's hard. Like I can't say it all without saying it all. That's just the only way to do it. So I'll leave it here. I'll leave you to it. And I hope it's helped you, or I hope you've gotten at least something from it. But if not, just keep on seeking. Keep on seeking and be the love, share the love. Much love.